Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Triple Double Nation. Today we'll be covering the 10 greatest shots in NBA playoff history. Let's get into the video. The NBA playoffs have provided fans with a plethora of highlights over the years. They are clutch moments played out on the game's biggest stages. In this piece, we'll take a look back at the best moments in postseason history. Number 10, John Stockton cinched Jazz to 1997 NBA Finals. With the outstanding duo of John Stockton and Karl Malone, the Jazz were viewed as one of the best teams of the 90s. The pair was seeking their first trip to the NBA Finals, but the Houston Rockets stood in their path. In Game 6 of the 97 Western Conference Finals, the Rockets left Stockton open on the perimeter, and he made them pay. Utah would go on to be defeated by Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls in the finals. Number 9, Robert Horry vs. Kings, 2002 WCF. Ah yes, Big Shot Bob as Horry has come to be known. A savvy marksman, Robert has hit several clutch shots over the course of his career. It's also worth noting that he's been a part of 7 championship winning teams. In the 2002 Western Conference Finals, Horry and his Lakers squared off against Chris Webber and the Sacramento Kings. These were prime Kobe Bryant days, and many view this series as one of the greatest ever. The Kings were looking to take a 3-1 series lead back home to Sacramento, but Horry saved the day with an open 3 from the top of the arc. Number 8, Damian Lillard vs. Rockets 2014 first round. Damian Lillard is another player who possesses the clutch gene. The former Weber State standout was pitted against James Harden and the Rockets in the first round of the 2014 Western Conference playoffs. For a bit of perspective, Portland hadn't been to the second round since 2000. Though the Rockets were a solid team, the Blazers took a 3-2 series lead back home. Game 6 was hard fought, and in the final seconds, Lillard knocked down one of the most memorable shots of his career. Number 7, Magic Johnson's hook vs. Celtics, 87 Finals. The Lakers and Celtics have long been rivals. As it stands today, Los Angeles has 16 championships to their credit, however, Boston still holds the most with 17. On a more personal level, the rivalry that grew between Magic Johnson and Larry Bird became the stuff of legend in the 1980s. During their careers, the Lakers and Celtics played in the finals 3 times, with Los Angeles winning 2 of these meetings. In Game 4 of the 1987 NBA Finals, Magic pushed the Lakers ahead 3-1 in their series against the Celtics with a beautiful running hook. Boston actually held a 1-point advantage, but Johnson managed to push his team ahead. 3 defenders came to him, but it didn't matter. Number 6, John Paxson seals Bulls three-peat. Most Bulls fans revere Michael Jordan as the greatest athlete to have ever dribbled a basketball. As great as he was, his airness still needed help from his teammates at times. Enter John Paxson. Chicago had just won back-to-back titles in 91 and 92, looking to defend their crown. The Bulls led the Phoenix Suns 3-2 in the 1993 Finals. With time running out in Game 6, Horace Grant found an open Paxson, who proceeded to knock down an open 3. Number 5, Kawhi Leonard 2019. In Game 7 of the 2019 Eastern Conference Semifinals, Kawhi Leonard put up a shot from the corner that left fans on the edge of their seats. The game was tied at 90 points apiece with just under 3 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Leonard received an inbound pass, then proceeded to dribble around defenders as he made his way to the corner. Though Sixers big man Joel Embiid had a hand in his face, Kawhi managed to knock down a shot that eventually led to the Raptors' first championship. After bouncing precariously on the rim several times, the ball finally fell through the net. Number 4, Kyrie Irving vs. Warriors 2016 Finals. Cavs fans hold 3 plays from the 2016 Finals close to their hearts. Kevin Love's defensive stand on the perimeter, LeBron James's block, and Kyrie Irving's shot. With less than a minute to play in Game 7 and the score tied at 89 points apiece, Irving got the matchup he was looking for. A screen at the top of the arc from J.R. Smith led to a defensive switch, leaving Curry with the ardent task of guarding Kyrie one-on-one. Irving dribbled back and forth a few times in an attempt to lull Curry into defensive lapse. The strategy created some separation, but not enough to write home about. Steph was still there, but Kyrie's shot fell. Without Irving's shot over the outstretched hand of Curry, the Cavs may not have went on to claim their first championship. Number 3, Ray Allen vs. Spurs. Allen has always been known as a cold-blooded sniper from the perimeter. This aspect of his game was on full display in Game 6 of the 2013 NBA Finals. Allen's shot scorched the net, tying the game at 95. The Heat would go on to win in overtime, and with this momentum, Miami would claim their second championship in the LeBron James era. Number 2, Michael Jordan, The Shot vs. Cavs. The Cavs actually defeated the Bulls in all 6 of their regular season matchups during the 1988 and 89 season. However, Jordan sent Cleveland home in crushing fashion in Game 5 of their first round playoff matchup. Number 1, MJ's last shot. On June 14, 1998, Jordan knocked down his last shot in the NBA, giving the Bulls a Game 6 win over the Utah Jazz and the 6th NBA championship in 8 years. With roughly 20 seconds remaining and his Bulls trailing by 1 point, Jordan came away with a steal, then made his way towards the other end of the court. A few more seconds passed before Michael dealt Brian Russell a nasty crossover, sending him to the floor. Jordan rose up just beyond the elbow and buried an open jumper, his last shot in the league. He finished the game with a whopping 45 points. "I think it was a very defining moment of what my career was in Chicago," Jordan once said of his final shot. Making a list of the greatest plays in NBA history is a tall order. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future.